Hello, hello, hello. We are gonna get the link sent real fast. Let me turn my volume down before I blare YouTube everywhere for everybody. We're gonna get the link sent out to everybody, and then we'll see how things go. Hopefully, we'll see if we get any people to come in. How is everyone today? Hello, Beverly. How are you? How have you been? Hopefully, we'll get everything set up here and everything will work right. It's been crazy lately, so we shall see. Mitch! I'm back. I know. Ah! April's in the house. How is everybody? Yes, things have been absolutely insane. But hopefully it will be calming down. And my son had the door open, and I've got a fly in here. It's driving me bananas. How has everyone been? It's good to see you too, Mitch. I know it has been crazy. I haven't, it's been insane. That's the only word to put it. And then I finally got everything settled, and knock on wood, it seems like it's working now. So hopefully it will stay that way. I missed you too, April. And I thought about you guys a lot. Just because I'm not here doesn't mean I wasn't here. And once we get everything settled, there's several different things that's going to be going on, which is pretty crazy. But we'll work through that as we get to it. So how has everyone been? What have you guys been up to? What have you been crafting? I have about 4 big projects that some of them I'm still working on because I didn't get them completely finished because everything went crazy. But I have all kinds of crazy stuff. Hey, Jackie. And then my Wi-Fi went bananas. I don't know if it was YouTube, if it was my Wi-Fi. I don't know because YouTube blames the cable company blames YouTube. You know how it all works. I'm just glad to be back. Look at my little stamps. Aren't they cute? How have you been, Miss Jackie? No, actually, April, believe it or not, you guys are my therapy, so I didn't need it from you. You guys will have to let me know how much of a lag there is. Hopefully, it won't be too much. My phone seems like it's staying up there pretty good, so maybe it'll. Fly! Oh, have you been bored? Oh, come on. Y'all know you craft me. There's billions of other channels out there. It just gave you a chance to check out everybody else's. I know Miss Lori's been doing a lot of videos and such. So that gave everybody something to do. Her beautiful creations. And I know, I think I seen Janet did some. Was it Janet? that did some maybe. Um, no, but they upgraded my whatever. I can't go any higher. I have the highest I have business class internet. Blah, 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 blah. Can't talk today. I have business class internet, so I'm as high as I officially can go. But there's been a lot of people that said they've been having trouble with YouTube. So, well, Beverly, I think you said you did, didn't you? Did you see that fly? Oh my gosh, it's gonna drive me crazy. Ah! Sorry, guys, I don't mean to flip my arms all around in front of you. Oh my gosh, April, I bet. You're not selling any craft supplies, are you? Oh, that's right. It was your friend that was. Yeah, I know. Joetta said I think she was having trouble with hers, and I know Trisha's been doing videos. So there's been several doing videos and such. And Beverly does videos, although she does planner related stuff. I know it won't settle down. It won't stop flying for me to swat. That's what I'm waiting for, but it has not stopped. And I don't think it helps that I have all my lights on. So I'm going to attract every single one there is. Oh, you started doing crafting videos now? I haven't had a chance to even go to anybody's channel, so I'll spend the next, my husband has to work tomorrow and everything overtime, so I know I hate flies. Well, I think it makes it worse because we have a garden. Our garden is probably, my garden is, I'm trying to think, it's 24 feet by 80 feet. So, okay, cool. Yep, Daisy's a sweetheart. Um, he is making his debut. That is so funny, April. Well, I was going to say, that's what I need to do. I seriously do. And then in the middle of everything going on, my next door neighbor, which we've lived here for, well, let me fix my camera a little bit. Giggles doesn't remember any other house that we lived in. We've been here that long. And our neighbor was elderly, and she had sort of adopted my kids as grandkids, basically. She's a sweetie, but she passed away about 3 weeks ago in the middle of all of this. But she was in Georgia, so I didn't even find out about it till about a week and a half ago. And she's got a ton of craft stuff, and her daughter's like, "Oh, you need to come get that." I'm like, seriously? Like, I have so much craft stuff now. I can't walk in my room. I've got stuff stacked. Then I have stuff that I had coming in before all this happened that I've not even got to sort through. I've got books. Oh, I should move this out of the way and show you guys that while I'm talking. While I'm killing time. I thought I'd come on a little early so we could chat. I don't know. Oops, sorry. This fabric is horrid. Let me get rid of this fabric. There, that's better. It's a little bit better anyway. Okay. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's the Country Diary Book of Crafts. It has tons of different crafts that's all based. There's like crochet. Well, let me go to the front and see if it says. There's crochet, there's tatting, there's needlepoint, woven cushions, floor crochet, chair and floor rugs, knitting. I was trying to think of what else was in here. There's sewing. There's just a ton of different. There's dried flowers and things like that. But there is Natty's in the house. Hi, Nathaniel. I missed you, buddy. But there are Edith Holden pictures all throughout, which is sort of interesting. There is an introduction about the Country Diary, and it talks all about it. But there are, every month has the main, has that gorgeous monthly page. And then there's like little butterflies, and as you go through, there's like teeny tiny like daisies. But there's all kinds of different things. But the month pages, and you can get these pretty cheap. Versus, I mean, like you do have, and this is sort of cool because I mean, if you decided to use this, it has measurements, materials, gauge. So that's sort of cool in a different version of how to do it. Hi, Kathy. Elizabeth, how are you? How is your sister, honey? I was thinking about, I did see that. I don't always respond in there, but I usually see them. Sometimes I don't have the time. It's not that I don't have the time. It's just I see them and make the mental note to go back and say something later because I see them as they're popping up, always in the middle of me doing something. Then by the time I go back, I totally forget to do it. Yeah, because she's been through a lot of stuff, hadn't she, Elizabeth? Because I know she's one of those that, you know, when it rains, it pours. But it does have the big pages in here, you guys. So it may be something you might be, if you're just after, you know, like some small, you know, you want some of the small pictures with writing. Ooh, Marty, hi. Hi, Kathy. Oh, okay. Hi, Lori. No, you're not late. I just started a little bit early and I'm just chattering. Chattering isn't really a word, is it? I'm just chatting. Yeah, I knew that she'd had a lot of trouble. I was just sort of chattering because it's been a while, so instead of just diving straight in because I knew there would be all the, oh, hi, how are you? How are you? How have you been? Yep, everybody's just coming in, you know, the normal. You're fine, Lori. But yeah, so there is the big pages, which I mean are the size that, you know, you could cut them down, fold them up or whatever, and use them. Hi, Joetta. I just read your message, but I have not got back to you. Oh, look, the family's back in town. No, I'm just joking. So there's all kinds of little pictures and little crafting things. Like there's a little snake and butterflies. So I mean, there are things in here you could use, but I love the big monthly pages. And then you have like this, which I think would be like really cute. So this is like the cross stitch or the embroidery design to do, and her design with the butterfly and the flowers and stuff. But that would be cool to have on a page even. There you go. Oh, I did. Look. Where'd it go? It's gone. No, gone. Giggles is fine, and Mom is fine. You know, of course, you know, she may be on here. I don't know if she'll pop in or not. Hold on, I didn't send her a link, so let me send her a link real fast because sometimes I have to send her a link because she doesn't see it. So we'll see. But yeah, so you know, it's a craft book. Like I said, it's got all the crafting, and I mean, you could do. I mean, obviously, you could do those, and if you're into embroidery and stuff, which I am. Oh, I should have got. Oh, I made Giggles an apron. She loves to cook. I made her an apron, and I embroidered herbs all across the bottom. They're really cute. But so there's all kinds of just, you know, different patterns and designs that you can do with the Edith Holden designs. Some of them are absolutely gorgeous. Like there's birds. Let me see if I can hold up. You see the dragonfly picture and the birds, and it's an embroidery. So I mean, there's just, and it's got, like I said, it's got like the holly for the Christmas one. Like, see, there's some of the ones. So yeah, this is a book that you might be. There's a mushroom pot holder. Ignore my fly, guys. So there's like tons of designs, but because it's like, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Well, let me find it because there's a bigger design of it here somewhere. Let me find it. There it is. Like you could even make it into a rug or whatever. See, and it's the Edith Holden designs. So I mean, it's just really cool. And then like it does have the printed page, like it's got, you know, the directions for the pattern, but it's got her picture in the back. So it's sort of a different way that you can use Edith Holden in your into your journals if you don't want just the straight picture and you want like some text behind it or whatever. And it is called the Country Diary Book of Crafts. And you can find these guys for a little bit of nothing. I found this for like $4. So it's sort of a way if you can get some Edith Holden pictures. It's not like an Edith Holden book, obviously, but you can get some. So I did find that, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So I have been on the Edith Holden hunt. And of course, you guys seen my little, well, there's that picture that was just on the rug. So this is, you know, pretty much there's the horse picture. So these postcard pictures are pretty much the pictures you get for each month. Well, there's 30 here, so you don't get all of these, but I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. These are so cute, and they're actual postcards. Isn't that pretty? And I had never seen the postcard collection before, and you can't find them. They're like super hard to find. I had this shipped to me all the way from England, is why I have it. So there's that. Then, Lori, I know, postcards. There's Mom. Lori, Mom's on here. Then there is the Country Diary Book of Stenciling. And now, here is, okay, just to throw out a little bit of what I've sort of figured out in my wondering, okay? Edith Holden had her book she made, but she's extremely popular, especially in the UK area. And so, a lot of different authors have wrote books using her pictures and stuff. So you'll find them under different people's names, even though it will be like, this is the Country Diary Book of Stenciling. Obviously, Edith Holden didn't write this, but it uses Edith Holden's images, the same as the craft book. So, and this was a library book, but I got it for like $3. Yeah, I don't know what that is, why that's doing that. But this one came from Florida. But see, this actually has, you know, there's your Edith Holden images. So it's an alternative to having it, you know, so you do have her images in there. And there's an introduction, and a lot of them will tell you about Edith Holden. Like, here's a history. And it will, you know, so you can fussy cut these and use those. You know, so it's an, you know, you have an option. This is actually a whole history of stenciling. If you are into stenciling and stuff like that, this book is phenomenal. I mean, it goes back to early stencils in Europe and China and Japan. I mean, it's just, and the whole way throughout, there's like the little bees and all kinds of different, this is all the history of stenciling. So it just has a basic on there, but there are some pretty, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I mean, that would be a gorgeous cover. Like, I mean, if you cut it like right here, like from here to here, that would be a gorgeous cover for a journal. Love it. But yeah, so there are different alternatives, which, you know me, if I'm about trying to get it cheaper. But yeah, there's all kinds of different, you know, different drawings by Edith Holden in here. And then let me flip through and get here too. It will actually have her pictures in a stencil form, which, you know, they are paper stencils in the book, but if you get your stencil, you know, your plastic stencil sheets, a fine tip black permanent marker and trace it and then cut it out, you've got your stencils that are Edith Holden stencils. So, and some of them you'll be like, oh my gosh, I remember that picture. Hold on. So let me get to the projects where it pulls up different ones. Like, see, there's the Hollyberry one. And these are just where you can lay it over and trace them. There's vines. So see, you can trace that and use it. Of course, you know, these, and this is a more plain stenciling. It's not as detailed. Of course, you know, that's a popular picture. We all know the poppy picture. Oh, me too. Me too. I'm like, oh, I just want to cut out all the little bees. And there's butterflies, but see, it has that continued stenciling that you remember the Edith Holden designs like that. And I think these would be gorgeous in watercolor. See, there's the little purple ones. And so I'm thinking, okay, I need to do my room with Edith Holden stencils all over the wall. So I'm like, ah, pretty, pretty. So this one, there's not as much, but like, see, they used fabric paint and stenciled it on the curtain. I mean, how cool is that? Yes, Lori does an exceptional job. And she so didn't want to do them in the beginning. And I kept telling her, you need to do them. 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 I know. So there's just a ton of different ones. I mean, look at that. Wouldn't that be gorgeous on your journal pages, guys? Look, and then this is where it goes through overlapping borders. So you can create like the green stencil. Wouldn't that be pretty? Gorgeous. So, you know, there's all kinds of different, and then this is the designing stencils. This is what you can copy to get your patterns. So there's small flowers, and this is sort of like what you can trace to get different ones. Isn't that gorgeous? Hey, look at that. I mean, that's perfect if you wanted to, if you wanted to cut it out. Yes, she is. She is doing a great job. So it's just, I mean, there's your stencil pattern, and then you do your colors, you know, so it matches that. I mean, it's just, I mean, even if you fussy cut it and you didn't even care about the stenciling part, you just wanted the pictures. But see, in my mind, even that picture with the flowers where it shows the walls with the Edith Holden stenciling in it, you could use that as a page. You know, so I mean, there's just a ton of stuff. You know, there's your little color guide. And then like decorative paint finishes, you know, things you can do to make an old, you know, like an old-fashioned wall. So I mean, there's just, you know, different. I mean, look, seriously, that's like a journal page by itself. I would so take that and use that as my cover for a small journal. You know, oh, or as a page even. I mean, isn't that pretty? So yeah, there's just, it's well worth it when you can buy it for, you know, a couple bucks and get it to stencil. So I thought that was cool. And of course, you guys seen my stamps. I think everybody's seen my stamps, didn't you? It is. I love it. So I've been gathering Edith Holden things. So things have been crazy. Oh, I did get some ribbon from the Dollar Tree. If you're looking for your autumn ribbon, my Dollar Tree, I don't know about yours, but mine has it. This has cute little owls on it for a buck of spool. Isn't that cute? It's going to be cute on a little fall journal. Deep breath, Dorothy. What am I deep breathing about? You actually dance and time me. And then that one's got little... I'm confused. What do you mean you dance and time who? Me? I'm confused. I'm confused. They lost me. Okay. So we're talking Alice. And this is the kit pages from Junk with Steph. And I've got those already pre-folded. Oh, I have no idea why. I think I did that so much over the last several weeks that I think it's become like second nature to me now. I know, right? And then Miss Trisha sent these to me, and they are so darling, and I don't want to misstate, but I'm almost certain. Look at these little doilies. They're so cute. They're teeny tiny. I was. I was. But she sent me all of these Alice in Wonderland stickers. Aren't they cute? And I'm pretty sure, no, I don't know if she's on here or not. They came from Wish. So, but some of them are so cute. Aren't they cute? Oh, I'm going to kill this bee. Or it's not a bee, it's a fly. I know. So, those are pretty cool. So I have those. This bee. See, now I've got bee in my brain because that book had bees all over it. Do you guys see how scatterbrained I am? It has been horrid. I have got to get myself back together. Okay, so there's those stickers. I have these stamps, and I will tell you, hold on, let me pull this stuff out so I can tell you where I got it from. Just because if I don't, somebody's going to ask. Before I do that, I'm going to use these two stencils. This one's dirty because I was using it earlier, so don't pay attention to my dirty stencil. Dirty stencil. It's the little crazy circle one because I think it sort of has that like crazy to it. And it is a Tim Holtz S006. And that's one of my stencils I'm going to be using. And I'm going to be using the bottom half of this and maybe some of the letters. And this is a THMM4. So everybody knows. And I have two of Junk with Steph's kits. She has her Down the Rabbit Hole and Me Alice. So I have stuff from both of those kits. Just so you know, I have a ton of stuff. I do too. I love the circles. You know, that's exactly what I need to do. Okay, so then I've got some of my purple dyed paper that's all crazy. I love that page. It's like probably one of my favorite pages ever. And I may scan some of these in because I love the way they turned out. And I think they're just like perfect. So I love my purple pages. And I've got my blue. I got some of the dark. And then some of the lighter blue. Fly in my face. Some of the lighter blue. Oh, Rit Dye. Yeah, get a hold of me or about, I'll let you know how I do mine. Oh my gosh, I dye my papers with it. Some of them, not all of them, but I don't ever use it straight out of the, I love this blue and I love this one. Like I could, if I had a sheet bigger than this, I would like coat my walls with this because I love that. So I love that. And so I love the pink and the purple and the blue, but that one sort of has a pink cast to it too. So I like that. And then I've got some brown. There's some plain, some that sort of have this. This actually reminded me, if you've watched the Alice in Wonderland, the new one that has Johnny Depp in it, because yes, I love Johnny Depp. But this actually reminds me of when they're walking through the labyrinth, the topiary garden. And it's got dots on the other side. I think it sort of just went with, I liked the dots. I thought it sort of went. And then I've just got there's some random scattered. I didn't want anything to be the same. So like every page is a little different. So I got those papers, and I have extras if I need them. Then, of course, I have a variety of these. I just pulled out a handful of them. Some of my papers I cut down, and I did some of my little books in all kinds of different sizes and shapes. So I just pulled out the ones that I sort of liked because I wasn't sure of the ones I wanted to use. So I like that. The coffee dots, I tell you how I get the pizza pans, the rectangular pizza pans from the Dollar Tree. You get like 2 or 3, I can't remember. It's either 2 or 3 in a pack for $1. And I use those for the dots. So, and then Trisha has a kit that actually has lace. It's like coffee dyed lace. But I was printing it out because I wanted the coffee dye colored lace prints that she did, and some of them were just absolutely pretty, where she scanned them in after she coffee dyed with the lace, and I wanted the coffee dyed color, but I didn't realize in the middle of printing them, because when I print something out, I usually print like, if there's like 8 pages, then I'll print maybe like 3 or 4 sets of them out, so I have them in the future and I don't have to like go pull everything up and reprint and all that. So I just can throw them. I have a 12 drawer cabinet that has these square drawers. Well, I can't get it out. But anyway, they're about, I don't know, about 4 inches deep. And I put all my paper in there. So I have an extra drawer for all my printables, and I can just throw it in there, or I can put it in my file folder that I do with my digital files, which is this being digital, that's what I normally do. And I have a file folder for like every digital set that I buy because I print it out as I buy them, because if I don't, I forget that I have them. And then I'll just put them, so like, Trisha has a file folder compartment, and then I have a file folder with this set in there with the name of it. And then, so on and so forth. But anyway, I was running out of ink, and it printed purple instead of brown, so I went ahead and pulled those out because that gave me some pretty lace purple pages. Oh, and there's another one. Hold on, I have so much stuff pulled out for this. Monster cookies. Oh my gosh, you know what I want? I want cheesecake. But I went and we got donuts this morning, and that was good. So we've leftover donuts. But I'll probably never buy them, because we had this donut shop open down the street from us. And, well, it's not down the street. It's like down the road. And it was like $13 a dozen. I'm like, there's this really, really good donut maker that's like 10 minutes away from me, and you charge like $8 a dozen. And they're a lot better. But then I have these tickets. And I will try to go back in the morning in the description box and write where I got everything done. Yeah, I know. Ooh, French cream cake. Mom, that's not fair. I didn't get any. You didn't even tell me you were having that. I'd have come over there instead of doing a lot. Look at the little tea party tickets. A little Mad Hatter. I love these. Hey, Lori, she didn't even give me any or even tell me she had any. The uninformed must improve their deficit or die. Everything's got a moral if you only can find it. So there's all kinds of cute little tickets. Then I have my little calendar with the little months printed out. So I'm going to make a little calendar booklet. I'm going to work on that today, maybe. And then I have a small version of that in case I wanted to do it. There's another strip of tickets. I had this random, well, let me pull it out. Let me pull it out so I can show you. There's a receipt for something. Good Lord, what do I have a receipt in there? Silly, silly me. It was an illustrated book, but they had more like the older style pictures. And I love that. So I took that book apart, and there's a ton of well, I mean, there's like just text pages, which are cool because, you know, we all love text pages. But then there's all kinds of really cool pictures, and the way the book was made, they came out perfectly to use in a signature. So, who stole the tarts? And, you know, there's the rabbit with the tarts. Isn't that cool? So there's all kinds of different pictures and stuff. I don't care for the Hatter in this one though, because like I said, my favorite is, I like the Johnny Depp version of Alice in Wonderland. That's probably my favorite. But like I said, I'm a Johnny Depp fan. Anybody who looks that good, even if he is crazy. No, he's not crazy. And then I have all of these little playing cards. I have not rounded the corners or anything off these. So then I've got some envelopes, some all kinds of different stuff in here. I'm trying to see what all I have. Oh, I have these little calendar pages. I've got all of the ephemera that come with the 2 kits from Junk with Steph. There's a ton in there, and I'll sort of show you through that a little bit. I'm not going to go through all these because, you know, a lot of it's repetitive, like all the cards. I'm going to show you each and every playing card. So there's like days of the week in a little square calendar form. It's written out. Today, priority level things to do. So there's a ton of stuff like that. And these are all from the Junk with Steph kit. The library card. Of course, there's a little ticket there. All kinds of little journaling cards. I love this one. So there's a ton of stuff in here if you've seen that kit. It is well worth getting. Then, of course, she's got her little Drink Me, the White Rabbit, a bingo card, Wonderland, Alice, Tea Time, Tea Party, all kinds of little journaling cards, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Off with Her Head, some envelopes, a big playing card. There's some things that have like parts of the book on there. I love this one. I think that's pretty, and that would go in any journal. So, you know, some of her things, you know, if I notice, you know, it's something that's really cool like this, you know, or like this, that really would go in any journal. April 8th. And then, of course, there's a Down the Rabbit Hole, which was the name of her first kit. Like that. That goes with anything. So, I mean, she does have pieces in here that aren't just, and I mean, like this is Alice in Wonderland, but yeah, we missed you, Elizabeth. But even if you were doing any kind of rose journal, because there's roses in there, or any pink or springy time, you really can't tell it's Alice. So, you know, you could use that. And then, you know, a lot of these are plain. You could just use them in any kind of blue type journal. You know, there's nothing that really shows that they're Alice. There's a 1915 calendar, a couple other envelopes, time card, and then, you know, there's all kinds of just some circles, some little tags. Then there are some decorative tags that actually have, you know, Alice, the White Rabbit, all that kind of stuff in there. Paint the Roses Red. I love that little picture. I think that's so cute. That's so adorable. I love John Tenniel, I believe, is the illustrator who actually did most of these older style drawings. I'm sure it's John Tenniel. I could be wrong, but I think that's right. There are some hearts. You know, like that. See, there's that picture. That would go in any kind of rose journal even, because you don't, I mean, you can sort of tell she's painting it. If you know it's Alice, you know it. But if you don't know it's Alice, then it works. So there's that. I love this. There is a place, like no place on earth, a land full of wonder, mystery, and danger. Some say to survive it, you need to be as mad as a hatter. I love that. And like, see, that even would work in a fairy journal. You really don't know that's Alice. It looks fairyish to me. Oh, is Ron here? Hi, Ron. You're entirely bonkers, but I'll tell you a secret. All the best people are. And then there's more of those calendar type cards. Okay, so this magazine came from, this was card making and paper crafting. Card making and paper crafting. And I was trying to see if I had it wrote down what magazine it came from. I know I've got the magazine somewhere, but I pulled it out to do something with it. So I'll find the magazine and write down the exact, because on here it doesn't give the issue date. But a lot of times if you see people do videos and they're showing like old magazines or things, hi Dorothy, hi ladies. I was reading Ron. Hi Ron. Yeah, Sir John Tenniel is who the original illustrations were by. If you see a certain magazines and they will tell you the, what is the word I'm looking for? The issue number. If you go on to like eBay and things like that, you can find the copy of that magazine and the pages in it. That's what I did with my Country Diary Woman stamps. They were actually in a magazine from 2019 that only was made in the UK. So like you can't find them. So I seen that. That is so funny, Beverly. I don't know who was over there marketing, but geez. And then there's these pages. They are one-sided, but they're really cool. So that's got like the hearts and it's got Alice on it. Alice and Keys. Of course, there's mushrooms and tea things. These sort of don't go, but sort of do. I don't know. So that was the background papers. And this was like it's a card making paper crafting kit. So most of it is, but yeah, so those are those stamps that go. So I got all of those pages, the stamps, and then there was 4 sheets of die cuts. And I've pulled them out. So like there's the rabbit, which is really cool. Sorry I'm late. Of course, there's, there are some happy birthday sentiments and stuff like that. It's always tea time. And I think this may be what I use on the cover because I don't know. I haven't decided yet on my cover because I never decide till the very end. Of course, there's one of those older ones. You're entirely bonkers, but all the best people are. You're mad, but I love you. And then there's just like some trees. We're all mad here. And there's Cheshire. So there's just a ton. But there is, oh, I dropped one. There is 2 in the kit that come with that magazine. There was actually 2 copies of each one. So there's like Queen Alice, which I thought was pretty cute. Yeah. Have a very happy birthday. But see, I love that. But I think I want to do a tea time, like a tea time based all around tea, Alice in Wonderland too. So there are all those. And that doesn't go into, I have other, encyclopedia pages and school book pages and all that kind of stuff to put in there. So there is a ton of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to pull pages and all of that. I will do that not on camera because it's one of those things that, you guys, each person. Oh, are you? So I'm not going to pull all of it. And then I've got like my wax paper to use because I have some purple and some of that blue color. Oh, I didn't show. What did I do with those? Were they in this pile and I picked them up and didn't realize I picked them up? Hold on. Because that's my favorite part. Hold on. It must have been in that pile when I picked it up. I didn't realize I picked them up. Give me a second. I have to unload everything. And I'll sort of show you what I do. I might have put them back in here and didn't realize that I did. Yep. Silly me. My nose won't quit itching. And then I'll sort of show you. I try to keep everything together, sort of. Of course, Alice, I've like got a lot of. Now I don't pull my school book pages, music pages, and all that. I have all that stuff on my shelf right behind my desk, and I just pull those as I need them. So, but like all of my ephemera and everything is in a basket. So it's a good 2.5 inches, and I just put all of it in a basket. Then when I need it, I just grab this basket sets to the side of my desk. As I'm using it, I can just throw it back in the basket, and I know all my Alice stuff stays together. And so if I'm working on 2 different journals, I have 2 different baskets. Or if I'm planning multiple projects, I may have on my shelf, 5 or 6 of these with everything pulled here and there and everywhere. Okay, then I did find, these came off of Amazon. And it's called 40 Pieces Antique Bronze. And they're Alice in Wonderland charms. If I can pull it out. And like there's a little book. There's a clock. I don't know if I've showed you guys this or not. There's a little bunny rabbit on a clock. This says, what does that say? Oh, it says Alice in Wonderland, and there's a little Alice standing in front of the little gate. You guys can't read it from here probably. There's a little playing card. There's another rabbit. I mean, there's like an assortment of rabbits, and there's a little Alice. There's a bunny rabbit. There's a rabbit head. There's keys. There's little alarm clocks. There's this cute little. Look, let me see if I can get it up here for you. There's a little teapot, but it actually is made like a bead, so you can actually do it like a bead, and it has a hole through the top for you to use, which is so cute. There's a little picture frame with a little bunny. Lots of little bunny things, but I mean, I think that's one of the popular things with Alice. No, it wouldn't, April. There's another little teapot. I actually have another Alice in Wonderland book that I want to use, but it's one of those, every once in a while you find a book and you're like, I'm going to have grandkids one. Oh, there's another little teapot. That one's got another little teapot. So, you don't necessarily, and there's lots of clocks. So, I mean, your clocks you could use with a steampunk. You could do a little tea one. You could do a steampunk one. An Alice in Wonderland one. All from just the different variety that you get in here. There's keys you could use on a separate journal. No, and I wish it did. It does not have a little drink me bottle. But they have these little things. I think they were made in China anyway, so it's sort of crazy. But they actually put these in here, and I found a Holly Hobby book not too long ago, and those look like. Let's see if I can. You know what? This might be better if I put them on a piece of paper. It might be easier to see. Let me grab a piece of paper. But these actually look like little Holly Hobbies. They're really cute. I know. That's what I want to work on. I'm I'm in the process of making my planner for next year because, you know, I'm working that far ahead already. So I'll show you the Alice book that I have. But I found this, and it's really cool. It does have the old pictures in it, which I really like. But it has the actual story, and then it's numbered, and then at the side, it has like, it's animated, so it has the, you know, the explanation of everything in there, but there's all the old pictures. So I thought that was pretty cool. But I don't want to cut this up because it's really cool, and I like books that give you insight into, you know, what it meant, or, you know, and it'll relay like things in history at that time that, you know, had to do with that. Okay, so I do have these My Calendar pages. And I have them, and what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the cover to the side. And there's no month written on them, so you can individually do the month and then write the days in, which I really, really like. So let me think how I want to do this. Let me pull. I just had my anchor, and now I can't find it. I put it down, but I pulled all that stuff out, and I don't know if I picked it up and put it somewhere. Oh my gosh, I'm so out of whack. Okay, well, I can go ahead and do my gluing. So I'm going to glue these back to back, and then there are some places where, like, where the printer, it may have botched it and it printed white at the end, but I think yes, it was. I can ink around it, and then I can actually trim it up some if I want to, which I may end up doing. But I'm going to, let me pull my sticky glue off the end. I'm going to glue this in, and every other page I'm going to leave the top open or the side open. So this one I'm going to start out, I'm going to leave the side open so it sort of has its own little pocket. And I just have to make sure that I'm right side up, and then just sort of line them up. And like I said, I'm not going to worry about if it's a little crooked, because if it's a little crooked, I can just paper trim it. Oh, I know. See, that's what I am. I set stuff down and I move stuff, and then when I move stuff, it moves that, and it becomes crazy. Okay, so like that would be January. This would be February. Let's see, I didn't line that up perfectly, so we'll have to trim that off, but that's not, I'm more worried about the spine. I want this side to line up right here. I don't care about these because I can trim the ends. This part is what matters because I want my spine to be even, if that makes sense. So there, then I've got a sideways pocket. So this one, I'm going to glue all the way around. And I'm just going to make sure when I do it that I don't have like two of the same color pages back to back. So since like that's brown and this one's sort of a cream, I want to do a color in between. So I'll do the purpley blue one. And this one's blue. Yep. And then if they don't work out all the way, then, you know, that's fine. So this one I'm going to glue all the way around. You know what? Seriously, guys, I wear glasses. And I wear glasses because my eyesight is horrid. I've worn glasses since I was, a really young kid. Not really, really super young. I mean, I was like, my mom could probably tell you better than I could. I think like 10, 11, 12 years old or something. Maybe something around, maybe early, I think it was earlier than that. Seriously? I have flies. And so I wake up in the morning and I'm blind as a bat, literally. Well, not literally. I mean, I can see, but everything's blurry. So I put my glasses on first thing when I get up, and I don't go without my glasses. I wear my glasses till I go to bed at night, unless I put contacts in, which I find sometimes is a waste. But sometimes it's not worth the time and effort for me. So it's hilarious because I always have my glasses on, and I'll be like looking for something. I'll be like, "Do you know where my glasses are at?" I always have them on. It's like, how do I not know where they're at? Okay, so there's that one. Okay, then this one, I'm going to leave a pocket at the top. Yeah, oh, I do that. Yeah, I do it especially if I get up to like go to the bathroom at night or whatever, because I'll get up and go without my glasses, and then I'll reach up to push them up because I can't see to realize I don't have them on. Oh, I just did that wrong. Oh, well, we'll fix that. Let me make sure I'm on the right side. Yep. We will just glue this one to this one, and we'll have a section ahead. We'll just have to make sure. I think is that a tan one? Yep, that's a tan one and a blue one. Okay. Yeah, you gotta look and everything's fuzzy. Okay. So that's got my side pocket. Okay, so let's see. That one's let's see. That one's side, that one's closed, this one needs to be top. So let me see if that's purple. And it may be where we don't have to do that. I just don't want like two tan looking ones together, or like two pink ones together, so on and so forth. Or like two purpley ones. Okay, so this one needs to be the top. This one needs to be the top. I think sometimes you just get so busy you don't pay attention to what you do. That's what I do. I get so sidetracked looking at this or doing that, and I don't think about what I'm doing. Hi, Carla. Are you new? Your name doesn't look familiar to me, which is fine. If you're new, welcome. We love having new people. Okay, there's my top. So I want this one solid. Let's see. It's going to have a side, so these two can go together. And I've been like out of the loop for the last couple weeks, so you may have been around and I just haven't caught up with everybody yet, because I know we're like really close to 1,000 people in the Facebook group, which is pretty crazy. Okay, then this one's going to go down, and that'll be that second one where I just goobered a while ago and had to go back and fix it. And remember, I want to make sure that my spine's together. I don't care about the edges, because I'm going to put those on my paper trimmer and trim it. Hey, Kathy Jean. Okay, so let's see. Nope, that's a side. Okay, let me make sure that one's solid. I just want to make sure they don't glue together. That's my biggest. So I'm going back through and double checking. Like this one. Nope, that's a solid. This is going to be a top. And then I'll go through and I'll mark these so I know What's what? We missed you too, Kathy. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. So everything's unstuck now. Okay, that's on the side. So this one needs to be solid. And it's a brown one, so it doesn't matter what goes next with it. I'm just trying to mix it up so everything's not the same. We just like to have fun, and we've pretty much all just adopted each other, so feel free to be part of the family. If you're not part of the Facebook group, come join us over there. We do all kinds of crazy stuff there. And now that things are finally starting, hopefully, if things will settle down, we can do swaps and everything again, because I sort of miss doing those. Hey, Brenda! You know, it is, and it won't go away. And I've tried to hit it like 5 times, and I keep missing it. So I may get it in the middle. It's driving me crazy. Is it flying around the camera? I hate that. But it's like it just has to aggravate me. But then as soon as I go to get it, it flies off. So if I see it again, I'm going to try to smack it. Well, it's, anyway, like I was going to say earlier, we raise a garden and stuff. And so, okay, that's a solid. That's a side. So this needs to be a top. And that's pink. So let's see what colors we have we can do instead of pink. Oh, there's another little brown one. Okay, so this one's on the side, so this one needs to be the top. Anyway, so we have a pretty big garden, and we have, well, I have walking Egyptian onions, which are, if you have a garden, and, you know, you're one of my, like, awesome people you hear all the time, because I love you guys, you know that. I have walking Egyptian onions, and you plant the bulbs, and they replant themselves, and they come back, they're perennials, they come back every year, and they just they keep populating more and more. I have those. I have a bunch of extra, like, sets for that because they set in the fall for the next year. So if anybody's interested in those, hit me up on Facebook. Just, you know, message me and let me know you're interested in them. And so I have onions, and we have Fred did watermelons and pumpkins this year. So we had our first watermelon. So we were excited about that because we like watermelon. So, but our first watermelon, and I've had like 9 pumpkins. And I kid you not, you guys, this is no joke. I have probably 30 or 35 more pumpkins in the garden, and tomatoes, and I've got cilantro because my kids love salsa, so I make homemade salsa all the time. So I have cilantro. Oh, I'm going to get him if he lands again. You guys didn't see me do it. Nope, he flew away. I missed him. Daggone it. I shouldn't have hit him with my thing anyway. Send you one? Okay. Send you what, a watermelon? Oh, I know. They're awesome. And it did. It's their crimson sweet. They tasted so good. So good. So good. So good. They were good. And then we had sunflowers and cucumbers and squash, and what else did I plant? Peppers, all kinds of peppers, because my boys, well, even my girls. Yeah, you have to put salt on it. Okay, so this one's going to be on the side. So yeah, so I have been canning. Oh, and then Mom gave me some zucchinis because she had zucchinis, and she's been canning all kinds of tomato juice and stuff like that. I've been doing salsa, and I did yellow squash relish, which is absolutely awesome. And I have to do my pumpkins still because they're still setting, not done. And I have tomatoes setting, not done, that need done, that I'll probably have to do tomorrow in between getting everything else done. And I also have tomatoes setting. Oh, yuck. Well, anyway, these onions, they're called, yes, these onions, they're called walking Egyptian onions. And the reason they're called walking Egyptian is you plant the bulbs and they come up like a regular green onion, but they come up in a bunch, almost like garlic, but they're onions. And then the green part of the onion at the top, like when they go to seed, they grow a set of more like, if you know what onion sets are that you plant and when you're raising onions, um, it'll have 5 or 6 sets that'll grow up at the very top of the green onion, and it gets heavy and it falls over. And those sets, if you don't go and cut them down or whatever, they land on the ground and they replant themselves, and then they raise more onions. So, and it's perennial. They come back every year. They're here in the middle of February. I can go out in my garden, and if I can get the ground to break up, if it's not frozen solid, and get onions. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so I've got blue, I've got pink, and I got a blue. So apparently we're going to do blue and pink and blue. That's fine. I ran out of browns. Oh, I love canning, but I like canning anything. I'm a crazy canner. I will try to can anything. I actually have a bag of frozen mangoes that we haven't got through. They're diced up mangoes and stuff like you buy from the store. And I got to put those, I'm going to make some mango jam for that. Yeah, if you have any, and I mean, you can limit them and just, if you don't want them, then you just pull those onions and, peel the skins off and you use them just like you do scallions. And you can use the green for like green onions, and then the bulbs on the bottom, they're small, but you use them just like you can use them like you do regular onions and stuff. Yeah, but they're called walking Egyptians. There's a bunch of different names for them. I know, right? If he lands again, I'll try to get him. He's driving me insane. I don't like flies anyway. I know, he's driving me nuts too, guys. Oh, I love canning. And then let's see, that's a side. So this needs to be a top. And then I water bath can and I pressure can both. Oh, you rat. He lands as soon as I have glue on it when I can't do it. Because I'm actually using art glitter glue and I don't want it to dry. Oh, he's gone. You guys didn't see that, did you? Yeah, my mom and dad got one of those zapper racket things you hit them with and it electrocutes them or whatever, like a bug zapper. It is not hard to do, Lori. Seriously. I really would have expected more out of you. It's easy to do. I love canning and I love baking. Oh my gosh, you guys, does anybody like bagels? If you have grandkids or anything like that and you're having them over for breakfast and you like bagels and you like bagels, I have the recipe for you. I kid you not. This is out of this world. Okay, if you have an Aldi's near you, Aldi's carries, well, okay, a lot of places do. I think Kroger's carries it. I think Walmart may. I think everywhere's carrying it now, but they have the everything bagel seasoning. Oh my gosh. Buy you some of that. And no joke, this is a recipe. You use Greek yogurt. You get Greek plain style yogurt. And you buy flour, the self-rising flour. Self-rising, not regular all-purpose flour, but self-rising flour. And you buy it. Then you put cup per cup. So if you use, like for my family, for us to have bagels and eat them and there to be like one left over, I used 3 cups of Greek yogurt and 3 cups of self-rising flour. and you stir it up until it turns into a dough. Okay, then when it turns into a dough, and it'll be sticky, but it'll be a dough, you put your surface with flour like you're gonna need, cover it with some flour, and then you're just going to work your dough for 2 or 3 minutes until you get that flour in there and it's not sticky. Then you're just going to take your dough, cut it into sections however big you want your bagel to be, and then you're going to pat it into a circle, take your finger, poke a hole in the middle, and just sort of stretch it a little bit, and then so you're going to have like a donut shape. And I did mine about that thick, about 1 inch thick, and then you lay them on parchment paper, and you put them in the oven and you bake them on 375 for a half hour. Okay, at the end of a half hour, you pull them out and you take an egg, you crack an egg and mix up an egg, just cover them, brush them with egg, sprinkle your seasoning on them, put them back in the oven on 375 for 5 more minutes and pull them out. And they're just like bagels, but they're baked. They're so simple to make. I made them, and my kids and even Fred went crazy. Like enough that Fred went, you need to make those so I can take those to work. Because he takes like breakfast sandwiches and stuff. So he wanted like sausage, egg, and cheese bagels. They're so simple. They're so simple to make. No, you could make this. I'm serious. You could make them. They're like super, super, super easy to make. If I think about it, I will post a link. There is a YouTube video for it. And I will post, you know what? Hold on. I think I have it. Let me find it. I will post it because I'm telling you guys, this is worth taking the time to make, especially if you've got like grandkids over. Oh my gosh, it's so super easy to make. I mean, seriously, it is like super easy. And I mean, it would be something great, and it's super easy that you could even make it with your kids or grandkids or whatever. I mean, it's something that they could do because it's that easy. There you go. I shared the link. They need to eat before they get there. Yep, I put it there. Seriously, you guys, these are worth making, and your kids will love them, and they taste good. And I did some with sesame seeds. I did some with poppy, and we ate it with cream cheese and stuff. It was really good. Now, it's not like a traditional bagel where you like boil them in water and all that, but they taste just like them. It's really good. Super, super good. Okay, so there's my book. Okay, I need to find. Hold on a second. I got my little sponge. I'll use it instead. Let me find a scrap piece of paper to use. Oh. Oh yeah, they're really good. I mean, and with some jam on it. Oh, there's another daggone fly. I just killed the one, and now this one come back to taunt me. Boogers. I want to see. Let me turn it. No, I want to trim those. I'm going to trim that. Let me grab my cutter. The inside, it depends on how long you bake them. Now, you can bake them a shorter amount and then like toast them if you want to. But yeah, they're soft inside. They're soft, but they have that same bite that like a bagel does, where it has like the air holes, and they're sort of a rubbery taste. I don't want to say rubbery because that sounds bad, but that's what bagels taste like to me. They don't taste like rubber, but they have like that rubbery feel to them, if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, they're really good. Okay, so I'm going to do this at 4 up there so I can turn this edge off. Yep, they're really good. My kids tore them up. Fred loved them. Um, they were really good. Yes, dense is the word I'm looking for. I couldn't come up with the word. No, it's not really rubbery. I don't know what word. You know what I mean? Like they're chewy. Bagels are chewy. Yeah, they're very dense, very chewy. Not rubbery, I guess that's the wrong word to use. Shush. Lori, be quiet. Can you tell she missed me? Let me see. Yeah. Stand up and try to do this without breaking my thing, but we'll see. They're really good. My kids love them. But they're really easy, they're really simple. And like I said, it doesn't take that long. And I made a batch, and I think the ones I actually made, like I said, I used 3 cups, and I ended up with like 16 bagels, I think. It was almost spot on the top. Yay. Okay. There you go. I watch all kinds of videos, and I'm on things or whatever, and it's with great, I don't know, it's not even pride that I want to say, appreciation, great appreciation when I'm on here, because I don't know, it's different, and I don't know what to say beyond that, other than it's different. I think there's a closeness and stuff that I think it is a little bit different. Well, gosh, Lori, I can just save on shipping and send you a rubber band. Would that work? Yeah, I think that's it. It goes beyond just a hey, how are you? Everybody's fine. Everything's fine. And some of these I'm not going to worry so much about on the edge about inking, because I'm going to put some lace and different things on there. Yeah, the bagel thing is super simple. I told you it's super simple. They're really good though. And it's one of those things, don't tell anybody it's super simple, just make it. And then they sit around going, oh my gosh, Mom, these are awesome. I can't believe you put all this time and effort. I was like, whoa. Then your kids appreciate you. That's what I do. But I bake all the time. I make homemade hamburger buns and homemade hot dog buns. And, well, you can ask my mom. And cakes. And I used to do like birthday, anniversary, wedding cake type stuff. Well, I mean, I still do occasionally. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I do. I make all kinds of stuff. I make homemade cream horns, you guys. My kids are so spoiled. Are you talking about here or at your house, Marty? We're supposed to get really bad storms tonight here. Oh yeah, I was gonna say if you heard it here, that's my craft room. My boys' bedroom is directly above my craft room. What are you eating now? My mom will tell you I cook like crazy. Well, I didn't tonight. I was lazy tonight. Giggles cooked tonight. She made spaghetti, but frying chicken tomorrow, I think, or maybe Sunday. I might fry it Sunday. I think I actually have to go out into the world and go to the grocery tomorrow and get some stuff. My Dorothy. Oh, I didn't even talk about those, Mom. Don't talk about this, Mom. I'll have to start like taking pictures of my food and showing you guys. I seriously do bake. I'm like the bakingest person you'll know. Probably not. My daughter tells me all the time I shouldn't be crafting. I should be opening a bakery. Yeah, we're supposed to get really bad storms tonight. That's why I was worried about trying to come on live today, but I finally got everything set up, and I'm like, I'm going on it. Oh, I do cream cheese or or caramel. Um, Remind me, Marty, where does your sister live? I know it's in Indiana, but where does she live at? Hey, Steffi! I shouldn't call you Steffi. Sorry. Steph, how are you? We're glad to see you too. I'm trying to get back up there, but you know how it is. Things go crazy. Fishers. That's right. That's right. I knew that. I knew that. I've been to Fishers. They have a big auction up there. They sell they sell like horses and cows and rabbits and oops, I forgot to glue one apparently because I'm dense. Let's see, which one was that? Did I miss one? Ha ha ha. Let's see. That's up. That's flat. Well, apparently we're gonna have two in a row. I know we missed every. Oh no, I did not miss. It's on the wrong side. I'm a goober. I know. We missed you. I've missed everybody. I know, and they go with your kit so good. I'm going to put in the description box, but hey, you need to make some of these. Seriously, I love Alice in Wonderland. I would make a, when I do my planner, I want to do, a long planner. But I love these, and these match your kit so well. I mean, I know they have the John Tenniel, you know, pictures and stuff, but it just goes along with it so well. Even the colors, I mean, look at that page. It doesn't look like it was made to go with it. Yep. So let me get all my dust. I used to use these sponges all the time, and you know, I do not like them. They start shedding, and once they start shedding, they're horrid. Okay, so we have all those. So I think I've got 12. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, I have 12. So I have all of the months in there. Okay, so then this is the cover that came with it. And I'm trying to see, yeah, see, once I glued them, it's not going to fit on that. So I'm going to jump back here into, let me find them up. I've got them all folded up here. Silly me. This is probably one of my favorite. Let's see. Let me see. Hold on. I'm looking through trying to find the page I want to, that really, oh, I think I'll use that one. No, I don't know. I think I like that one. No, yeah, I like that one. Ooh, I love planners. I really do. Okay, so let me see. Am I going to have, yep, that'll be more than enough to do that. So I'll worry about that when I'm there. I want to make sure that I get all of this in here. So hold on. Give me a second. Let me flip and grab my pencil. I know, Steph's great. She's a sweetheart. She's so patient with me lately. It seems like I've known Steph forever. I don't know why. It just does, don't it, Steph? Maybe too long. No, just it does seem like I've known her forever, though. Let's see. I want to put just a teeny tiny lip bigger on this. There we go. But I guess it has sort of been a while. It does seem like it's been forever. Yeah, from the very get-go. You were just making journals. And now look at you, girl. Okay, so let me check on here. I want to see how wide. This is going to be right at 1/4 inch. So I already have this sort of where I had it folded in half. I'm not going to worry about it because it's on the spine. So let's see. I need to do 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to sort of go over where that middle is. And I'm just going to, because I can trim the sides, and I'm going to do it every 1/8 inch, just so that helps round that spine a little more. Yeah, I'm going to go over one more on each side. Then I can use that line to center it up. So I did 1/8 inch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scores. Yeah, I was the very first one. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Way back when. I think the first YouTube one. Oh, you're a sweetheart. Hey, if you didn't make good stuff, the stuff is gorgeous. Okay, so now I'm going to, I know you guys, and you know, like my video says, that I play the changes in the air. So look for some changes. We got some new stuff coming. I think sometimes, you know, I think that'll work. Okay, so that, let me grab that little sponge. It's falling apart again. I'm gonna use the other end, and maybe it won't be as bad. Just to ink around the edges on the inside and the outside. But then I'm gonna put lace and stuff on it, so I'm glad that's on the inside. This just doesn't want to. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Like, you guys, do not do this at home. Ew, yuck, Marty, keep it there. Great, that probably means it's headed this direction. Okay, I'm not going to worry about the outside because I can do that once it's done. And I usually ink stuff up when I get done anyway, so. Okay. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ink my little spine up here. And because I inked all the sides that are on, towards the spine, it's not going to like get inside the pages any. It's just going to stick to the outside. And I'm just going to put a nice thick coat on there so it'll grab it. And then, let's see. I'm going to, where I scored it, I can lay it on there to sort of center. I'm going to put just a little, and it's about a 1/16 of an inch on the top and the bottom. So to make sure I get it squared up here, let's see. Make sure it's even. There we go. I'm going to grab this and just push it along that spine. Then I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to push against the book, but slide it just to sort of like put some pressure on there so it'll stick. Okay, now I am going to glue all the way around here. Well, it just fell off the spine because it hadn't dried yet and I laid it down like that. So let me glue this one. At least I got it partially stuck on there. And then I can always go back in and, add more for support or whatever if I need to. So I'm not worried about that. No, I have not yet. I will. I have not. I haven't got it yet. Oh, good night, Lori dear. Love you. Okay, so, and I left an edge around a lip around it because I can trim that off. So I'm not worried about that. Now while I get a chance, I'm going to come back here and glue this side down before that spine. That's why I put such a thick coat on that spine, because I wanted it to stick but still to hold in place enough that I could glue the pages down. And then, I can go through here and run another coat if I need to. Okay, night, Marty. Stay safe. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now let me put this on my my glue bottle. Stay safe. You too, Ron. Okay, so let me. I'm actually going to put this up close to the edge on the ends because I want to do lace. and I don't want so much of, I want it to stick out a little edge, but without, so much paper showing through the back. I want the lace to show. So trim that off. Okay, so then that opens up, and then it'll have my calendar pages in it. So you've got to try to get all of the little fuzzies from the inker off there. Trim some of the pages. If you notice, they seem to be sort of odd, like these, where I cut it in the big cutter every once in a while. It cuts the edge a little bit weird. And I love these because not only do they have the days where you can use this over and over again. So, if 3 years from now you decide you want to, make another Alice journal, or you want to make one for yourself and you want to make one for somebody else, because you got the digital kits, you want to sell one or give one away for gifts, or, you want to do 2 or 3, maybe a boy version, a girl version for grandkids, or, whatever you want to do, or just in general or whatever. Then because these are blank, you can reuse this in a year. And then you've got all your notes, a little section over here you can write notes in, which I like. And that's one thing I love. I love journals. Oh yeah, no big deal. Yeah, we will do that. I can do that. This is a basic one. I had another one and I busted it, and it looked almost like well, hold on. It looked like this. It was a big, but I mean, like, if this ball wasn't here, it was like this. It hung down like this. It was a really big, super oobly. Where did I get this at? I will look it up and put the link in the description box. If not tonight, first thing in the morning, because off the top of my head, I can't remember because that's been a little bit ago. Hold on, I'm trying to find my little hangy-dangy thingy. Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. It's my lobster claw. So then, like, that's what my dangle on my glue bottle looked like before. You can do a smaller version so it's not as crazy, or you can do like a super fancy one. This just happened to be the last angle that I made, so I had that already laying around. That. And so rolling it, trying to make sure that cover adheres, but where it rounded it, so it makes it hold better. Okay, there we go. So then I will round these corners and let's see, round it, ink it, and it'll be ready to go. How does that work? And I will make sure I put this link in there. Well, let me find it now, because the way things have been lately, if I don't, hold on, give me just a second, I will pull it up. But I will try to make sure that I get it in the place I got the tickets from. And let's see what else. Let's see, I have the 2 of Steph's kits. Steph, is your Down the Rabbit Hole kit still available, or I don't know if her kit's still available or if she's doing it anymore or not. If she's still doing it, that's the kit that I use. Yeah, but I fell in love with. Okay, hold on. Let me just go back here, and I'll just put a link up to everything that I used. So Okay, this first one is Trisha's Coffee Dyed lace papers. Then, let's see. Let me try to find the calendars here. Um, yeah, because she has her name is like. Okay, give me a second. I'm flipping back and forth here. Here is for the calendars. Okay. Um. Okay. Yeah. So she has the Meet Alice and the Down the Rabbit Hole kit. Both are available. Then I used the coffee dyed papers from Trish. I used the calendars, and when you go to get the calendars, let me put it up there too because I think it's from the same lady. Well, I thought it was. Maybe not. Um, and Steph has playing cards, and Amy Joy Studios does too. Um, so you can get those from either place. I actually like Steph's better, but I had already got Amy Joy Studios, so I'll probably end up um, doing those. Okay, let me see if it's on the next page. So quite a few. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a sale tomorrow. Um, depending on bar holding if there's a major storm or something. Because I have quite a bit of stuff. I've got book pages. There's quite a bit of just oddball things. I've got some vintage playing cards that are new. I've got um, several different things. Now, one of the things I was going to do, and here is my question. I have an extra one of these, and I thought about just selling it as a book, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to sell it as a book or would you rather have it individual? My mom loves the sales. But I've got some other stuff and some school books and some doily type things and some handkerchief type things and vintage playing cards and I don't know what all I've got. I've got um, just a mixture of stuff that I need to get rid of. Do you guys know what Reminisce magazines are? I have a ton of those too. I don't know if you're familiar with those or not. Um, um, but that's my plan. Sorry, my phone was blowing up and I had to see what it was because I was worried it was, but it wasn't. It was something stupid. But anyway, it's always something stupid. Okay, that's not true. Well, see, that's what I thought, Mindy. Um, that's what I thought. And I don't know how. I thought what I could do is, oh no, I just cut that off because it was uneven, because it was stuck out at the end, and I meant to leave it there. Oh well, I'm going to cut it off now, I guess. You didn't see me do that, did you? See? I changed my mind. Um, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mindy. That way, if you know everybody, if you want a couple, you can get a couple. That way, it's not just like. And honestly, you can't find them anywhere. So there would go. I think people are crazy with her stuff right now. So yeah, I probably will break them up individually. I actually thought about listing them on my Etsy store, but I have a lot of people that buy stuff through my Etsy store that you know I sort of try to give my YouTube people uh, first dibs on things. Okay, so there is that done, and I will do some more work on the cover. But I really like that. I think that'll. So I think I'm going to in my journal. I'm going to the very front page do a accordion style pocket that it can slide into, and then I can pull it out. So I'm going to put some kind of tab on it, where I can slide it in and slide it out better. But yeah, I'm excited about it. So, and I still have, all the little cubby holes in here. That let me grab one down here. Like this, so you can make a tag and slide a tag in there. Or what I may do is, cut some of my coffee dye paper and just slide in there. So, if you're writing here and you need to write notes and you have more than what would fit here, then, there's some extra paper tucked in there note paper to write on. Yep. I like it. I love this image. This is my favorite image out of the whole entire book. I think it's so cute. Okay. Oh, look. My beads match it too. You are, April. You were so special. Okay. So I have that. And I have a little mini one, but I want to use those throughout. I'm trying to pull all my envelopes out and get them put together. Stuff in all her envelopes. And some of these I may print a second copy and yeah, I used like my cardstock for the cover because I wanted it heavier. And then because I didn't want, a massive amount of bulk because I knew I was gluing them together, I just used regular printer paper. It's 24 pound, 90 brightness, I believe. Yep. It's the Pen and Gear brand at Walmart is what I used. Well, thank you, April. I think so. Let's see. I think I cut this crooked. I think I cut it crooked. I'll just score it. No, maybe I didn't. I just was lining it up crooked. You guys ever do that? Line it up and then realize you've lined it up on the wrong score line. I do that all the time. Yep. It's super easy to do. If somebody took the time and did just a generic one that you could put, just like a really pretty one, they had like really pretty backgrounds, but you could blend them in. Then you could put whatever kind of small, like snippet or ephemera images you wanted to. Like if you left a corner, you could put an ephemera image in. It would be so cute, and you could decorate it individually how you wanted to per journal. That would be cute. I thought about doing that. But I get obsessed when I do digital, so it's harder for me to. I do get obsessed with them. I am like, there's one of my heathens. I don't know which one. So what have you guys been working on? You guys? Well, you know, and I have a large scoreboard and it's all marked like that. See, I actually did multiples. And I did the quarter inches in a different color and the solid inches. And what I did is I actually ran 6 inches because, you know, a lot of things are 6 inches. That's what I do. That's how I did. I just haven't did it on this because I never use the scoreboard. Ever. Just don't use that scoreboard. I always use this one. But I happened to grab it because it was closest to me, even though it takes me more time to use it because I haven't marked it. So see, there you go. Thanks, Steph. I just sat there and tried to do it on that because I didn't want to take the time to put it up, but I got this out to show, so now it just made my job easier. Ha ha. And I like having the quarter inches and everything marked too because, you know, we do a quarter inch a lot. So if I line up a black line, then I know my quarter inch is just going to be the next red line. I don't have to set and count lines to do it. And I know black to black is 1 inch. So yeah, that's why I did the, oh no, you saved me time because then I can score on here. Other than now, I'm going to talk about it because I get sidetracked. I love these envelopes. I am so torn. You really did. You've torn me up because I absolutely adored the old kit. I mean, I just loved, well, you've seen my journal. I have, if you go into my videos and look, I actually have a down the rabbit hole. You may get some ideas on there if you're interested. A down the rabbit hole flip through that I did with her very first Alice in Wonderland kit. And it's probably, well, I have a couple. It's probably one of the journals I wish I would have kept, but I actually sold. It was early on when I first started, and I always go, oh, well, I want to do this and this and this. Oh, I know. It makes it so much easier. And having the quarters marked. Now, the only thing I wish I would have done I wish I would have done is I wish I would have put like the quarter in pink and the ½ inch in blue and the 3/4 in green. And when I finally wear this colors off, I use permanent marker, but when I finally wear these down, then I'll color them in different colors. That way, you know, and mentally I know pink and blue is ½ inch, green is 3/4. So it's a lot faster even than, you know, just a 1/4 inch. I mean, and everybody's got 3 or 4 permanent markers laying around usually. I love envelopes. Yes, me too. I could just make envelopes all day long. And I like doing different things with them. And I'm starting to, I can tell I haven't did lives for a while because my throat's like getting really goofy. But I mean, I started at 8:32, so it's not used to. Like this, so isn't going to be an envelope. I know it's supposed to be, but this is not going to be an envelope. This is going to get coffee dyed paper put on the inside of it. And it's going to be a trifold brochure, like a trifold holder. Yep. Yep, I'm going to do this envelope, and then I'm going to go. I will be back on, like I said, tomorrow I'll do a sale. Like I said, it'll be a bunch. I don't know how long it'll be. It may be just a little bit of stuff, or I don't know. I've got a ton of stuff that needs to go. So we shall see. Yeah. So I may go through my Alice in Wonderland charms. If anybody wants some of those, just because I have like 40 of them, and there's no way I'm going to use. I don't know. I always go, well, maybe I should keep them because I don't know how many I'll do. You know how that works. But Yeah, I will be back tomorrow. You guys have a great night. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And I will be back here again tomorrow for a sale. I probably will. Uh, I will probably be on. I don't know. I may start at like 8:30. No, let's just do 9 because everybody's used to that. We'll do 9, and then I may change that in the future just because it's a little bit easier. I'm trying to get back in there. It's just, I got to mentally get myself back in there, and then everything went crazy with YouTube. So finally I've got it going back again. So I was so glad to see everybody else. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all dealing with me with patience lately. It's been, sort of crazy. So, but it was great to see you all and talk to you all. I love you all. Please stay safe and healthy with storms and everything else going on. And I will see you all later. Good night. Night, Mom.